I do swear.
I do swear.
By the name of the Almighty God.
By the name of the Almighty God.
That the evidence I shall give.
That the evidence that I shall give.
Before this court.
Before this court.
Touching on the matter in question.
Touching on the matter in question.
Shall be the truth.
ODM-nominated Senator Crystal Asige has taken decisive actions by initiating legal proceedings against Sauti Sol, alleging that the acclaimed band disregarded her disabilities during her time under their record label Sol Generation. A viral video circulating online captures Asige testifying against Sauti Sol in a courtroom 5 years later after her departure from the record label.
Can you repeat after me? I do swear.
I do swear.
By the name of the Almighty God.
By the name of the Almighty God.
That the evidence I shall give.
That the evidence that I shall give.
Before this court.
Before this court.
Touching on the matter in question.
Touching on the matter in question.
Shall be the truth.
Shall be the truth.
The whole truth.
The whole truth.
And nothing but the truth.
And nothing but the truth.
So help me God.
So help me God. Thank you.
But how did this drama start? Get ready for the full scoop. In 2019, Kenya's celebrated boy band announced the signing of new artists to their record label, expanding beyond Nviri the Storyteller and Ben Sol. Among the newcomers were Kaskazini and Crystal Asige, with the label even releasing a collaborative track titled Extravaganza to introduce these talents to the industry. However, shortly after joining the label, the new artists found themselves grappling with the pressures of stardom. For Crystal Asige, her departure from the record label left her deeply wounded, feeling discriminated against due to her visual impairment. Crystal maintained that Sauti Sol kicked her out of the record label without justification. During an appearance on a TV show known as Chat Spot, she asserted that Sauti Sol simply opted to stop her collaboration with the group, prompting her departure.
They just, back in November, they told me that they wanted me to leave. They don't want me to be in the group anymore, and so I left. That's literally the beginning and the end of the story.
3 years later, following Crystal's nomination as a senator in 2022, just after the general elections, she filed a lawsuit against her former employers, Sauti Sol, citing breach of contract. She sought to compel Sauti Sol's 4 members, Bien, Polly Capotieno, Willis Chimano, and Delvin Mudigi, and their record label to disclose their earnings from hit songs such as Extravaganza, Lenga, Favorite, and Ukiwa Mbali since 2019. Additionally, Crystal demands compensation for the breach of her contract. While under the first defendant's record label Sol Generation, the plaintiff composed and performed on the widely known recordings Extravaganza and Ukiwa Mbali, together with the second and fifth defendants, and her then label mates professionally known as Ben Sol, Nviri the Storyteller, and the group Kaskazini in 2019, and her contribution was credited as such, Asige said in court papers filed by Mwakireti and Asige advocates. Additionally, the plaintiff's original composition was taken from her and recorded as the sound recording titled Intro and featured in the second to the fifth defendant's latest studio album titled Midnight Train without the plaintiff's knowledge or consent, and released in June 2020 on the worldwide digital streaming platforms, and was accredited as co-author of the said song. Asige revealed that she received credible information regarding Sol Generation's payment of approximately 5 million Kenyan shillings for the utilization of her song Lenga as part of their deal with KLM. After the widespread acclaim of the Extravaganza video, which propelled Sol Generation into the spotlight, Asige recounted being approached by Bien to ink a comprehensive recording agreement. However, she expressed her reservations and requested a discussion to negotiate the terms of the contract. Asige stated that she was initially invited by Bien to join Soul Generation for the purpose of songwriting and production. However, despite her intentions to negotiate, the discussions never materialized. In November 2019, Asige claimed to have attended a meeting with Bien, Moriasi Omambia, Sauti Sol's legal manager, and Soul Generation manager Natasha Kubu. At the meeting, she was allegedly informed that they no longer wished to proceed with her association with the label. On the flip side, Eugene Yawa and Israel Onyanch, comprising the Kaskazini crew, voiced their dissatisfaction about feeling obligated to cater to their bosses, that is Bien, Chimano, Fancy Finger and Savara, rather than focusing on creating music that propelled their collective visions forward. From the beginning, we had a humble story and we were well invested in a process that would get us from point A to point B. Then all of a sudden we found ourselves at point B. It became hard to adapt to the lifestyle. Even in the studio booth, we had cameras flashing at us and still the expectation was high. Suddenly, we lost sight of the goal and it became less about creating music that moved us and more about ensuring we pleased a number of people who had given us a shot at something great. There was a lot of pressure to deliver, which is understandable considering the people we were working with. At times, we felt small among the legends we were working with, but it was a learning experience. There is a lot we had to learn fast and unlearn much faster during that stint, they said. Ultimately, Kaskazini, succumbing to the mounting pressure, they departed from the record label and rebranded themselves as Watendawili, and they have since unveiled hit tracks such as Chamthum, Drill Rumba and Siosiri, and they're currently doing well. On the other side, we know that Nviri, the storyteller, already departed from the Soul Generation. Ben Soul also left Soul Generation, and Crystal Asige currently is a nominated senator. And Kaskazini, who are now known as Watendawili, are also doing well in music. I really don't know what we should expect next. Anyway, what are your thoughts? Leave your thoughts in our comment section. That is it for now. Thanks for watching. Let's meet next time. Bye-bye.